Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyer.com. And this
Hey,
is
beauties. Hi, Ingrid H. Turner with IngridTurner.com. Hi, Thomas. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here.
We're doing $35 donation cosmic readings and healings. Give us a little time to put on this thing. And I want to say this because I know someone's watching this. This audio that I'm putting on is not copyrighted, so please stop reporting my music because I know who you are. And believe me, I'll figure it out. And thank you, everyone. We'll be right back, mofos. Hello, everyone. We are back in business.
Back in business. What
Cheers.
you got there?
40 ounce. No, it's Arizona Energy Earnable Tonic.
40 ounce.
Psychic readings, I like to have a 40 ounce in my hand.
I wouldn't have really questioned it if you just ran with that. I'm like, oh, Thomas has got 40. Cool.
Oh, this is going crazy again. Okay. It's like his TikTok.
Off the rails.
Okay, guys, so we're doing $35 donations, cosmic readings, and healings. We have openings available for those that are watching. I'm just tying my shoe, and actually just going to kick them off. Pointless. Do that. And, yep. So how you doing, Ingrid?
I'm good now. I'm good. I'm recovering from my little run in with COVID. I haven't had COVID before. This is my first time.
Well, you know, it happens.
I survived. Actually, it was really mild, and I'm super grateful. And it was just like it was just one of those just yet another serendipitous experience. I caught it on the plane flying back from California to Louisiana to my car, and I tested positive, and my friend happened to get COVID like just before me, like at roughly the same time. So, and she's in the area, so she opened up her home to me so that I could recover for the week, just kind of move through the COVID experience. So I didn't have to be in the campground, which I think would have been uncomfortable because it was not very comfortable. So I'm so grateful. And so I'm on the mend now. I'm doing good. Just still like fatigued and like kind of get hit sometimes these waves of like, oh, it feels weird. But then I recover and I'm fine. So I am happy to be back.
What state are you in today?
I'm in Louisiana. New Orleans area. I'm going to be headed towards you soonish.
Yeah, we got to be quiet about that because
okay.
we're doing something.
We're doing something.
With my friend and somebody else.
Okay. Well, we're being quiet, but anyway.
That doesn't sound right. But the point is that it'll be very interesting video. That don't sound right either, but it'll be very.
Oh God, Thomas, stop! Just stop, okay? Drink your 40. Cool it.
It'll be very. No, I can't say anything. It's all gonna sound wrong. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So guys, we still have availability open. I'm gonna check my PayPal here. We'll just keep talking. We still got these spaces available, guys.
Come and get a reading, folks. We are ready.
First, we have Beverly Farmer. Hello, Beverly, dear.
Hi, Beverly.
Ooh, I'm gonna have you start today, Miss Ingrid, if you can.
I can do that. Okay, Beverly. What have we got for you, my sweet? Shuffle some cards here. Okay. All right, I'm feeling some energy in the throat and I'm feeling some energy in the shoulders. And, you know, for me, when I feel energy in the shoulders, that's tension, that's resistance, that's like weight, that's something out of alignment in your life. And then I feel the energy, this stuck energy in the throat chakra. And that's about, you know, that is about communication and that's about expression and self-expression. And now I feel energy in the power center. And when I'm feeling that, the way I'm interpreting that is, you really are needing to get yourself out there to put your voice and your your voice powerfully into the world, not into the world. They're correcting me. Into your immediate environment. You know, things are off in your environment. Like there's pieces of your life that are not really working for you. Hard to get out of it is what I'm getting, but you know it's there. And I'm feeling the tension in my shoulders more keenly now. Let me pull some cards and see if we can get some clarity on this. Okay, the Hanged Man, the Lovers, the Strength. Okay, all right, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so here's what I'm getting for you. It is appropriate for you to kind of wait right now, becoming aware, getting really deep, strong clarity and awareness of what's not working for you in your life. And at some point, you're going to have to make a choice and you're going to have to choose to stay under the weight of what is not working for you in your life. This is going to be things like certain relationships are not working for you. There could be something to do with your job, I feel, or an aspect of your job or your work that is not working for you. There's things in your life that are not working for you and you've been able to dismiss them and blow them off for a long time because they're just little things. But those little things, because of the energy that we're shifting into, because we're entering into an era that is not going to stand for anything except pure, radiant authenticity. So you have to choose love. You're coming to a crossroads soon. You're not there yet, but you're going to come to that crossroads where you need to make a choice. Choose love, choose fear. The fear is what is crushing you and what is safe and what is secure. Anything that you are dependent on because of a security is ultimately not in alignment for you. You're going to have to choose. You're going to have crazy courage and choose what it is that you love. But it's okay for you to hang tight and wait so that you can gain clarity and do some of the healing work that's still coming up for you. But you're going to have to start taking steps towards not revamping, not quite a whole revamp, a little bit more than a tweak and less than a revamp is what's just going to have to happen in your life is what I'm getting. It's going to start by getting honest with yourself and communicating your desires, communicating what is important to you, communicating what matters to you, and then moving forward step by step by step in order to chip away at the nonsense that you've been under for a really long time and to start to move into a more free, and the word I just got was holy place. Free and holy place is what Spirit just said to me. And on the bottom, we have the Father of Cups. Emotional maturity is what's called for. And also, I'm coming back to relationships for you, relationships with masculine, with men. That's a big part of what needs to shift for you, is the weight that you've been taking on around male relationships and the sacrifices that you have made within those relationships is going to have to start shifting soon. But again, you have the Hanged Man here. So it's like, wait, you will know when it is time to act, when it's time to make that decision. You're doing great. Okay, you got stuff that you're sorting out, and I just feel like you're doing really well with it. Trust yourself. You got this. It's going to be amazing for you.
So, Beverly, when I was shuffling these cards, I have to show you this. These cards, I have two different decks of the same deck. They usually don't mix up. I was getting this and this. They're the same deck, just two different backgrounds. So what I'm getting at is that there's a mixing of old and new energy that's coming in. So what I'm hearing is that, and this is just for anyone who's listening, is to let go of what, sounds so easy, but it's not easy. Let go of what's no longer serving you so you can let the new energy in.
Yeah.
Just let that new energy in. We all have this process. It can be very hard to go through. I understand it myself because I'm going through it myself. And right now people are very depressed and there's heavy energy around them. That's why I'm seeing from a lot of my clients. But this energy can be dispersed. I'm hearing from my higher self. It can be dispersed, but you have to make the decision, your own internal audit or decision, to release what no longer serves you, to let in what does serve you. And the universe just waits on us to make this decision. It's like I'm talking about myself. Anyways, but they just wait for us to make this decision. But I only pulled one card. I mean, I do healing, but this is what they want me to see. It's Pandora's gift. So it's literally the answer to all your prayers, they're saying. Mm-hmm. Whatever those prayers are, it's answered all of them. But you're going to have to be willing to start slowly chipping away at what is not working.
Yeah.
So you can let in that new energy. I can tell you myself, there's been things that I've had to get rid of. And as soon as I get rid of those things, new things start coming in like wildfire.
Right.
But you have to make space, is what I'm hearing. Let's do some healing though. No, okay. Beverly, tap me into the solar ray. And clear. Light, reconfigure. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Whew. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Can I add something to Beverly's reading? Because we both touched on it for you, Beverly, and this is really for everybody. The hardest part to making a change is committing to it. Really committing to it. That's the big work that we have to do individually, is we have to make the commitment. Once you make the commitment, the doors start to open for you, and then you just have to walk through them. It's not actually your job to open the door. It's not actually your job to let go. It's your job to commit to letting go. And then letting go happens by itself, because letting go is not an action, it's the opposite of an action, right? So you have to let it happen, and you start that process. The only doing that you have to do is committing, making the commitment. Okay, I'm going to let go of what I'm committed to, releasing what is not working for me, what is not serving me anymore. And then the doors will open, and you'll just have to walk through and make that choice.
Yeah, and that's for everyone.
Everyone.
That is the key.
All of us.
That's the key. Everything. And if you want something, it's for everyone to go after it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the crazy TikTok video I made last night. Just do it. You don't know what's going to happen, but I'm hearing people are too afraid to see what will happen. But you don't want to wake up at 80 and be like, man, I wish I'd done that.
No, you really don't. That's the thing that I'm scared. That only thing that scares me about dying is getting to the end of my life, having regrets that I didn't do the damn thing, that I made the safe choice over and over again. We all make the safe choice sometimes. I made the safe choice for most of my life, but I don't want to do it anymore. And I want to encourage everybody else to not make the safe choice, to make the aligned choice, the choice that's going after what you love.
Even if the choice is a little crazy. The universe likes that.
It does. It really does. It likes the crazy ones.
Jesus came in, and regardless of what people feel about Jesus, but people that effed up the message, is that he was crazy.
Oh yeah, nuts.
He was crazy. He's like, fuck all this shit. It's got to change.
Yep, gotta go.
So okay, here we go. Next up we have Shelly Davidson. And guys, we still have openings available. Shelly, you are moving into a new paradigm of who you are. The doors are opening. I don't know why they keep doing this with you, dear, but I keep seeing a dude. Number one. Keep seeing a guy. Number two. Why are you teetering on the fence about manifesting the life you want? That's what they're saying. You need to get real clear about what you want, and not even why you want it, just what you want. There's no wrong answer here, they're saying. And also look at why you feel that you're I don't want to say this. Why you feel like you're not worthy of having what you want. We all have to go through this, Shelly. This is just how things work in life. We have to just go through these really hard emotional moments and start questioning what is working and what isn't working, and just start moving through that. There's another card. Hold on. Before I do any, trust yourself. Look at that. That's everything that's available to you right now. Just trust yourself.
Wow. Look at that card. That's
trust
beautiful.
yourself as you go through this process. So, Shelly, we're going to help you. I'm speaking as we because I'm channeling. Okay, number one, Shelly, you have all these passed over family members all around you. And what I'm seeing is like a horse chomping on the bit. That's what they're showing me to help you. They're saying ask them for help. They're going to help start clearing the pathway. Be prepared for change, though. They're saying all you have to do is help us. They're all around you. I'm seeing like 10, 20. They're all around you, though. And Ice Dragon. Okay. Bring in an Ice Dragon for her. He's going to bring in the energy of an Ice Dragon's ice now. Ingrid, do you know what ice does? I forget. Like metaphysically?
Feeling into it. It's what I'm getting is there's a like a protection aspect. Like you freeze it and then it melts and releases you later, but it's taking her through. It's protective is what I'm getting. Taking her through a period, encasing her in ice, and then we'll melt and release her.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Go ahead, Ingrid. Sorry.
Okay, Shelly, breathe. You have to get so present, and you access your wisdom and your clarity, and all of your options in the present moment when you breathe deeply. I feel like you have very shallow breathing, and it's a habit, and you need to start paying attention to your breath and breathing more deeply. When you start to feel frenetic and out here and not sure what to do and confused, interrupt that with a really deep breath. You have a tremendous amount of wisdom that you bring to bear. You have your own wisdom, and then you have wisdom coming in. And, Thomas is picking up ancestors and loved ones. Makes a lot of sense to me. You have a lot of wisdom that you're able to tap into from your ancestors. And it's all coming towards you, but you cannot access it unless you're really present and you get present with the breath. You access all of your personal power in the present moment through your breath. When Thomas put up that card, could you hold up that card again with that you pulled for her if you have it handy? It's got the trust yourself on it.
No, I just opened up my
okay.
deck.
There's everything is around you. Everything you need is around you. Everything you need is right there. I feel like you get really lost in your head. You get really afraid and kind of frenetic and just lots of options, just running through things in your mind. But you don't need to, because there's nothing missing. There's nothing missing for you. Let me pull some cards for you. Let's see what else Spirit has. Nothing missing for you, sweetie. You got it going on. The High Priestess. Yeah, that's what, yeah. Trust your intuition. The Father of Pentacles, all the resources you need are available to you. All of them. Now, Pentacles is about anything and any kind of resources in the world. So this could be money. All the money is available to you. All the people you need. Everything you need is available to you. All you have to do is get present and follow your intuition to it. It's right there for you. And then the Five of Pentacles. So your struggle is within you. It's not outside of you. It's within you. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Everything is actually fine. Your struggle is within you, and you're really going to find that your struggle lessens so much if you practice this, interrupting it with a breath and dropping into the present moment. You will see how much is available to you. Keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. You got this. Everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. The Seven of Wands on the bottom. You're in a better position than you think you are. You are always in a better position than you think you are. Don't second guess yourself. There's a little bit of a self-esteem issue, maybe self-confidence issue that I'm picking up on. That's nonsense. It's a total story. It's not true. You got it going on, lady. Going on. All right.
Next up, guys, we still have openings available. We have Deborah Colt. Deborah, could you comment wherever you're at? I can see the comments on Facebook, StreamYard, and YouTube. I'd like to see your face if you don't mind. Wherever you're at, dear.
Deborah. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
You got her?
So,
hi, Deb. You want me to start?
Yeah, she got a picture of an ant lifting a stick.
That's good. Okay, we like that. Mighty. Small but mighty. Okay, Deb. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm feeling energy in the power center, and I'm feeling it in the heart. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, it feels a little bit slippery to me, Deb. If you would do me a favor and just consciously pull your protections aside for me so that I can really feel your energy and read into you and allow spirit to come through. So power center in the heart, power center in the heart. It feels like I guess what I want to say to you, what's coming through, is you need to know, like, Spirit is saying, you really deserve to live the life you want to live. You deserve what it is that you want. What it is that you want and desire is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong for you having the desires that you have. There's nothing wrong with the desires. There's the conditioning around not wanting what you want, or feeling bad for what you want, or feeling like you can't have what you want, or it's not appropriate to want what you want. But you absolutely can want what you want. And when you allow yourself to want what you want will come to you, because you are magnetic in that capacity. You're very magnetic manifester, which I feel like you have not really experienced because you've blocked yourself from it for a lot in your life. But you're manifesting, you're a natural manifester. And you know, it's so interesting because I find that so often where we are most powerful, haha, spirals of manifestation, hell yeah. Where we are most powerful is so often where we block ourselves, because humans are afraid of their power. They're afraid of their success. It's just normal. So you are a massively awesome manifester, and the pathway for you is to really allow yourself to want what you want, and to revel in what you want, and revel in your desires. And I feel like you're battling conditioning, a story that you picked up along the way, that you're not supposed to want what you want. You're not allowed to want what you want. It's like it maybe it's like flies in the face of what you've been taught is appropriate. That could be it. Or, you know, you could feel like, you know, your upbringing may have taught you that what you want is inappropriate, you know, or like, you know, is maybe wrong. I don't know if dirty is quite the right word, but there's some kind of energy like that. And that's probably why I feel that protection that you had around there, is because there's some shame attached to it. And I'm getting neediness, shame around neediness and needing and wanting and that kind of thing. And that's for you to chip away at. That is for you to let go of, bit by bit, piece by piece, and really allow yourself to revel in your desires, and they will show up for you, and they will show up quickly, and you will really enjoy it, because you're meant to enjoy it. That's what you're here for. You're here to be a magnet for your desires, and part of that, like your lived experience, is going to be showing other people that they can be that as well. So remember, like, we are of divine service through our passion, through what we love, through what lights us up, through what we enjoy. And for you, at least a part of that feels like manifesting your desires, reveling in enjoying the things that you want to enjoy, instead of forcing yourself to, like, be Spartan about it, you know, like to deprive yourself. No depriving. Let me pull some cards for you. Okay, so I actually feel like you're getting there with this. We have the Two of Coins, which is balancing. Okay, so you're kind of chipping away at it. The Emperor and the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is great because, like, it can be a really challenging card, but it's not the end of the bullshit, the end of the BS. And then the Emperor is, you're really making your own life in your own way, building your life the way that you want to. And then we have the Three of Wands here. And the Three of Wands is about setting your intention and really taking action on what it is that you want to create for yourself, or you're officially walking on the path. You know, you're more than one step on the path. So it feels like you're kind of aware of this, and you're starting to really take steps towards dismantling that conditioning and dismantling those stories that are keeping you out of your most authentic manifesting experience, and really enjoying your desires, enjoying the things that you want. So killer, girl. Way to go.
Deborah, I'm just looking. Give me a second. They have me do healing. I mean, you already know what everything Ingrid said. She feels she knows. I mean, I already knew anyway. Spirals of manifestation, come to life. Okay. Well, I show the card there. Come to life. I need to do healing. Okay. Deborah, say I accept, because you got some shields around you. I could blast them down, but I don't want an energy output. Thank you. And move into heart chakra. Rainbow rays. Now. Ganesh to her. Exactly. Yes. And move in. You're going to start to feel your hands start to heat up and around your chest. Only her. And recalibrate light. Tap me into the dragon realm. Fire, ice, water, earth. Break structure around her. Recalibrate auric field. Move in. Release light. Recalibrate. And just saying, as you remove these chains that you feel are binding you, you're going to start a Kundalini process within you. You can look up what Kundalini is. Many humans, I'm channeling, many humans have this process happen without them even knowing it. Many people expect great energy to flow through them, but Kundalini is Kundalini depending on what it is for the person, if that makes sense. They're talking. But just learn to ground yourself in. I'm seeing it's somebody you know, it's a past life. It feels very romantic. It could be you. It could be a fractal you brought in from another past life. But I'm seeing this like monk guy with pants and a bald head, and he's doing all this like Shaolin Kung Fu stuff, but he's very connected in with the ground. I'm saying you need to get back to that. Back into the people call grounding, and that does work, but I'm seeing physical movement with grounding is going to bring you into an alignment with who you are. Whew.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Back. Snap me back in. Okay, thank you. We still have openings, guys. Ada, I know you donated, dear. Next up, we have Stephanie Young.
Okay. Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie, darling, I'm feeling a lot of sensation in my back of my neck and the medulla. This is, and the power center. Oh, lots of power center stuff. Okay, let's start. Slow down. Let's start with the back of the neck. The nape of the neck here, where that little bump is, that's where I feel pressure. That's called the medulla oblongata. It's also called the mouth of God. What this means is you have spirit, voice of spirit wanting to come through you. The pressure, if you physically feel pressure on the back of your neck like that, it's because you're resisting spirit. I'm getting that you're very clairaudient. You hear whispers, you hear things, you hear whispers. Pay attention. The way that clairaudience can manifest when we shut it down, because if you're really clairaudient, you probably will have heard a disembodied voice in your lifetime. And if you're like most people, it scared the crap out of you, and so you shut it down, because hearing voices is typically considered a bad thing, right? But what it does is it doesn't go away. It morphs. It changes to thoughts in your head. So pay attention to thoughts that just pop into your head that are not yours. The way that you're going to tell is that they're not I-centered thoughts. They're not, I think I should do that, or I think that person's dumb, or you know what it is? They're going to be you-centered thoughts. They're going to be kind of you thoughts, like take that route home. Say this to that person. Or you might have song lyrics pop into your head at random times, songs that you haven't heard in years, and just one phrase will loop, just one word, that kind of a thing. So you're very clairaudient, and you got spirits, and I'm hearing spirits. Okay, you have elemental spirits, I think is what I'm getting. They feel very like, foresty kind of. And Thomas, you're very much more like knowledgeable about the kind of spirits that I'm seeing for Stephanie is what I'm hearing. So you got to stop resisting hearing these voices. And the way that you take down that resistance is you meditate. and you get you develop a really strong meditation practice for you, you're going to need to go balls to the wall with it night and day. You're going to have to sit down and carve out a space for yourself morning and evening so that you can take down the years of resistance that you have to hearing these voices. These voices, these spirits are here to help you, and they're here to help you help others. And I feel like you have spent so much time resisting it, and I feel like you might have you might have even gone like done what you could to like distract yourself or cover it up. So be very careful about substances is what I'm getting, like drinking alcohol or anything else. That's not helpful. And I feel like that might have been something that you dove into a little bit, maybe as it got really intense, because resisting this is very intense. You're going to feel a lot of like anxiety and discomfort with the resistance to that. So yeah, I see your comment here. Yeah, got to start that big time. Start that meditation practice. Build up to it. Start with even just 5 minutes. What's important is that you carve out the space for these spirits so that you can start hearing them. You are primarily clairaudient. You are hearing the voices. Now let's go into the power center. What was Spirit saying about the power center here? Wow, I feel a lot of anger. Feel a lot of anger. The anger is part of the buildup from the resisting the voices, resisting the spirits that are here to help you help other people. You got to work through that anger too. That's going to be another part, another big important piece of reconnecting, allowing the voices in, is you got to deal with that anger, which means you have to really let yourself feel it and let yourself feel what you're angry about. You have had unfair things happen to you, and you hold a lot of anger about it. It has been unfair, and you're not wrong. It has been unfair. Okay. And I feel like you can both acknowledge that it was unfair and not okay, and feel that anger so that you can let it go, because hanging on to that anger is really going to like messing up your juju. Okay. You have to find a way to release that. And the way that you release that is you feel it deep in your body. You let yourself be angry. Let yourself have the experience of anger, and then the experience of anger won't have to linger anymore. Detach from the story. Feel it in your body. Okay. All right. Let's pull a couple cards for you. Actually, no, I'm not getting cards. I feel like that was the message for you. You're good. No cards needed. Over to Thomas.
Well, I know what you do for a living, stuff. She's a client of mine. If she still does that for a living. What I find interesting is that you do that for a living, and it's the very thing you need to tap back into, which is the elements. So it's like you're replacing one thing for another, my guides are saying. Doesn't mean you can't do that thing. It's not legal in the United States. Well, it is in some places. Anyways, but the point is that you need to connect back in. I'm going to reiterate this message. It's saying you need to connect back in with the earth, because this is where your true power lies. In the angelic and the elemental kingdoms of the divine, and in understanding the connection between the earth and yourself. Oh, they're getting snarky with you. Okay, hold on.
They get snarky with the ones they like.
They call me an a-hole sometimes. My guides do. Anyways, is that dear? They're saying just do it. Your power's there. Your power's in the heavenly kingdoms and the kingdoms that exist within the earth. It's a circuit that you form. It's like a battery. That's how I always look at things sometimes with that kind of stuff. It's like a battery. There's a positive and a negative, even though it's not a negative. But you've got to connect in both. It's like a light socket, they're saying. But start with the ground. You already connected up higher with your angelic lineage and angelic blood. They're going through that. But you need to connect in with the ground, because the ground's going to provide you answers. I feel like, okay, there were other lifetimes in which you were probably, I'm getting like an earth elemental, or maybe a bunch of different kinds of elementals. There are different elementals out there: fire, earth, wind, air, ice. There's all kinds of elementals. So you've had lifetimes as an elemental. You've even had a lifetime as one of those plants. That's probably why you're so drawn to them. That's why they speak to you, my guides are saying. Still, meditation practice is key. I'm seeing you with your feet in the dirt. And they're saying now is as good a time as any because it's not, I know where you live too, kind of, in Canada, but you don't have, it's not cold right now. It's just warm. And you need to sweat, they're saying. It's going to release. But you when you were an elemental, you hid, not hid, you put some of the information and other things I'm seeing, like fae, like fairies, unicorns. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. So you're a bunch of different things. As a point, is that you put parts of your history and hid them so you could find them again. I don't know if hid them's the right word, but stashed them somewhere so you could come back in later and grab them when you were ready. And simply by connecting into the earth and developing that practice, you're going to bring that information up and reabsorb it into your being. Yeah. And I don't know, I'm seeing a flower from a seed. So they want me to bring that in now. I'm saying the seed of life. I don't know what that means. But yeah, so thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm bringing some light for her. I need sunlight for that seed and water, energy. Okay, there we go. Whew. Okay, back. Okay. Let me check.
Right. Thank you, Stephanie.
Let me just reload this.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, we have Gail Voigt.
Gail, we love you. All right, Gail. Let's see what the energies are speaking for you. Okay, I feel a lot of pressure in my third eye. So the message Spirit has for you today is you can trust your perception when you're not trying too hard to figure it out. You got to think about like softening your gaze. And what's your, I feel like you're working on a knot is what I'm getting. You're working on a knot right now. There's something you're trying to untangle, something you're trying to figure out, and you're super, super, super concentrated on it, and you can't see the forest for the trees. And what you want to do is just soften your gaze, relax, allow your perception to expand out of just this one little knot. It's like this little thread that you ever tried to take a knot out of like a piece of thread? It's, oh my God, it's like impossible. I mean, it can be done, but oh my God, what a nightmare. And that's what you're trying, that's what you're working on. And so soften your gaze, breathe, relax, and then let the knot will soften and you'll be able to pull the pieces out and make it make sense again. But with the level of focus that you have, focus is good, but right now you're too focused. You're like condensing the energy of what it is you're trying to work out right now. You have to relax and soften and give it some space to breathe so that it can flower and open and relax, and you'll be able to get in and do what you need to do with that situation. The answer is there for you, but you got to give it a rest, give it a little bit, give it some space to breathe so that it starts to loosen up for you. So you don't have to work so hard. You do not have to work so hard on the solution, on this problem that you're working on. The solution is there. Stop working so hard on it. All right, let me pull some cards for you. The Magician. You have everything you need. 5 of Pentacles, Daughter of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, so, and then on the bottom is the 3 of Swords. So you're kind of going through a bit of a bumpy time right now. Like, it's not bad. You're not devastated. It's not like everything in your life is blowing up or anything, but you're definitely feeling some pricklies around the edges of your life is what I'm getting. You're just feeling some stuff like barbs just jabbing at you. And you know, this is like partly the times that we're living in. There's a lot of intense energy, a lot of intense things that are coming. For you, it's just be honest with yourself and trust yourself. Be honest with yourself and trust yourself. And again, give the problem some space and you'll be able to go in and take care of it. right? And find the solution and bring that out. And then I see you bringing this thread out into your life and out to the people. Every time I tap into your energy, I can really feel what a healer you are and how much people benefit from being in your life and being in your presence. And that's a really beautiful energy. Remember to take care of yourself too, okay? First and foremost, healers got to learn how to take care of themselves first, or they burn out. And we don't want you to burn out. All right. Okay, over to you, Thomas.
Gail, number one, go buy some Florida water. You need to be clearing yourself at least once a day. Something I've had to do, picking up different forms of nature magic, is learn how to clear my space all the time. But you need to learn how to clear yourself, they're saying. So I'm going to show you how to do this. This is Florida water right here. Florida water is cheap. You take some in your hand, put it on your hands, clean them off, whatever. Put some on your third eye, put some on the back of your neck. It's going to be a nice little cleaning procedure you do. You find this stuff on Amazon. It's cheap. You know, it says it's a cologne. Every spiritual store has it too. Anyways, so, and also they're saying clear your implements. You see I have all these things on. I have to clear these things all the time. So I do it like every night. I do it during the day if I need to. But the point is you'll know when to do it. So you're not picking up excessive energy. It's just a spiritual maintenance they're talking about. Dragons? Okay, dragons. We need dragons. We need dragons, they say. What dragons do we need? There's one dragon in this deck. Why is it always you? Okay. It's always this guy. This is a crystal yellow dragon. Opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. What that's telling me is that they're showing me Jesus strutting around like he's in like Disco Inferno or something. I don't know, but he's being funny. So, anyways, is that it's like be playful with yourself. Don't take everything so seriously, but also walk a higher spiritual path. Understand that you are very protected and very illuminated into a higher understanding of self. Don't let people try to come at you from behind energetically, because that could be a problem, they're saying. So make sure that your back is protected. This happens with healers sometimes and other people, is that we don't protect our back. We're not looking behind us, we're looking in front of us. And we're looking on the sides of us, we're not looking behind us. So sometimes people try to get us from the back. So that's why I have all kinds of armor and stuff. So you need to be careful of that, they're saying, especially in the future. Remember that Thomas said this. Okay. And before you go to sleep, I want you to write a prayer. They're saying make a custom prayer of something that works for you. When you're going into the astral, sometimes and I think this is happening to more people than just you, a lot more I'm hearing. Some people are getting hit when they're going into the astral. It's something I've been noticing before they go to sleep. It's not necessarily hit, but it could not always be a great thing because people's abilities are heightening. So make sure you make yourself like a little prayer that you can say at night that protects you. They say don't be afraid of this, though. It's just spiritual maintenance. They keep going back to spiritual maintenance. Something to keep you within yourself or to keep you within the confines of your soul. I don't know what they're getting at. But still, just say a little prayer. Words have heavy, heavy meanings that you can use. And yeah, the dragons. So crystal yellow dragons. I'll show the card. And now. like that. Encase. Upgrade and release. Boom. Bring in more light. There. Thank you, Gail. Hello, John. How you doing? Okay. Next up, we have Miss Ada Kelly.
Miss Ada. Hi, beautiful. Okay. Okay. Your third eye is rocking. It's rocking. You know it's not rocking? It's your root. You need to ground in, my love. You're really in the spiritual realm. You're doing it. You are, and this is really good. I mean, most people don't have a strong third eye, and you do have a strong third eye. Make sure you ground that in and root that in and really stay grounded and in, like, of the world, not in the world, not of the world kind of a thing. I feel like it's very easy for you to slip into like the more spiritual dimensions and get into the third eye and to stay there and kind of spin out here. But in order for you to really be of service with your gifts, you have to make sure you're rooted in as well. You're grounded into the earth energy. So find your favorite grounding technique, get out, put your feet in the earth, whatever it is that you got to do to get grounded, and make that a regular practice. Also, the more grounded you are, the more you're going to be open to what spirit has for you. You have so much going on in the third eye. It's really juicy and delicious what you have going on in the third eye. You're really doing well with that energy. It's very clean and clear. It feels like you're really on it. But getting into the root, grounding in, getting into creativity as well. I feel the sacral coming in as well. Getting into some creative aspects. If you want to spend some time, I don't know, painting or drawing or something, like some artistry that is going to bring you into the moment, get you into this more exploratory, exploring the world, playful kind of phase, is going to help ground you in as well and help open you up to spirit that much more. That's the only thing I got for you there that I was really pulling through for you there. Let's pull some cards, see what else spirit has got for us for Ada. Okay, feels like we're switching gears here. Let's see. The Hierophant, the Tower, and the Justice. Wow, 3 major arcana plus the Mother of Wands. Okay, so the establishment, wherever you've fallen in line with the establishment or an established path or even an established spiritual path or established way of doing things, is going away. That's blowing apart. Let the chips fall where they may. You're going to be I feel like you're going to be doing your spiritual work, and I'm getting like the readings that you do, the spiritual connection, like tuning into spirit. It's really changing. It's going to look really different. Let it experiment. Let it move. Let yourself be guided in new and interesting, and I get like jagged ways of tuning into spirit. Stay grounded during this process. You have a tremendous amount of personal power, and this time right now is unlocking your personal power, but it may be bumpy. You have the Tower card here, so things are going to be falling away from your experience that you have depended on, and that's going to feel a little scary. But just relax, let the chips fall where they may. A new kind of structure is going to make itself known to you, and it's going to take you into a more authentic spiritual experience, is what I'm getting for you, sweetheart. All right, darling.
I'm looking. Like missing a dragon. It's Dragon Day today.
He's just losing his dragons over here.
Well, they want me to find another blue one, but I'm like, guys, I already got 2 of them. No, yeah, thank you. There you are. That took forever. 3 blue dragons. So I'm getting blue as the central color I need to work with, which is protection, communication with yourself. I'm hearing. I would highly recommend you getting some lapis, which is, or another blue stone. Lapis is, well, azurite. You don't need that. They're saying it's too psychic. But lapis is like a communication stone. It does a bunch of psychic stuff too. But lapis, I'm hearing, That's what I keep saying when I see blue. But every card here is blue. So Aaron Fire Dragon, number 1, he's blue. Number 2, Blue Dragon from the Pleiades. Go ahead, Ingrid.
Nope. Go.
Deep Blue Dragon. So I have to connect. I tell you what each of these are. Prepares you to accept source healing, Blue Dragon. Deep Blue Dragon, and this is Blue Dragon from the Pleiades. Deep Blue Dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Aaron Fire Dragon expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion, throat chakra, blue. So I have to connect all 3 of these energies. This is interesting. I haven't done this before. Not consciously, they're saying. Okay, now. Now. They're also talking about Edgar Cayce, but let me get back to that in a second. Okay, Edgar Cayce. So you're doing trance channeling, from what I understand. Or starting to, or something of that nature. So I would look into Edgar Cayce. Edgar Cayce has about 4,000 books written on his trance-channeled readings. He was a trance channel. He read for Nikola Tesla, Henry Ford, 2 U.S. presidents, and Houdini could not disprove him. That recently came out in the past few years. And the point is that man knew his shit. So you might want to look into Edgar Cayce. And maybe his trance channeling process. I'm sure he explained it at some point, because I remember reading something about it. I've read quite a few books that were written about it. But that is the message. That is the message.
Beautiful. Rock on, Ada.
Okay. We're going to take a slight little break real quick.
All right.
And guys, we still have openings. I'm just checking this real quick. Yeah. Okay. And we will be right back. Hello, everyone. We are back. We're going to close off donations. I couldn't find a banner. So give me a second. All these banners.
All these banners.
There's all these banners, man. Go back. See if it's in here. No, I guess I got rid of it. But we are not taking any more donations. And comments back. Next up, we have Soul Treats.
Soul Treats. Oh. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. I started moving my body like this, and Soul Treats. When I do that, every time when I go into meditation and I come out moving my body like that, it's always an indication to me that I've moved some energy, like I've moved some crud out of my being. And that's what I'm getting for you, is you've moved some crud out of your body, moved some crud out of your being. And that's really great, because when we peel out back a layer, when we remove a layer, there's an opportunity to expand in a really profound way. So I feel like you're about to, if you've had this sort of like pushing, I feel like you're about to pop through to a new level. That's great. Enjoy that. And also know that it's not going to be the end. It's going to be a pop through the new level, and then eventually you'll start to push again. You'll clear back a layer of gunk and pop into the next level again. But enjoy the pop is what I'm getting. Enjoy this pop that you're receiving, that this popping through to the new level. It's about to come together for you. This phase is about to come together for you in real concrete ways. You're going to see things start to manifest concretely, things that you've been working towards, things that you've been working on. Whew. And I know that you have been through it to get here. You've gone through a lot of your own dark crap in order to peel away, to get rid of that gunk that's been in your body, so that you can experience this. Stay in gratitude. Okay, we got the Four of Cups, the Father of Cups, and the Temperance card. So the only gotcha is you're very future focused. And I just pulled the Father of Wands when I said that. You can't make this up. That's all about the future, that card. You're very future focused and goal oriented. You need to remember to get present sometimes and look around and be like, oh, I'm doing good. I feel so good about this. Get into gratitude and appreciation for where you are, not just where you're going, but you're going good places. There's nothing wrong with looking to the future and looking and seeing and looking at what's coming and what you're building and what you're creating. But appreciate the moment as well. Appreciate everything that you have created. This is all really good. This is really positive. You're doing it. You're popping through to a new level. Enjoy. All right, the cycle will begin again.
Okay, Soul Treats. Tell the knight to back off, if you don't mind. He's standing in between me and you. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you. Okay.
Right.
Don't know why he's doing that. He's being protective, I hear. Okay. Inspiration's about to occur within you. An idea is forming on the horizon. A new idea. One that you haven't seen yet. You'll find it in those libraries. I don't want to say the word they're saying. It's a vision of wisdom from another lifetime or another part of soul fractal lifetime, something of this nature of which you've seen before. I'm getting visions of life beyond death. So number one, that is 44. They want you to be very specific with that number, which to me means foundation. But there's more to this. I don't know why they're having me look at things.
3 blue dragon.
Oh, somehow that just came through. Did you hear that reverb?
I think it was, I was checking the comments on my phone and I had the volume up, but I think that was why.
No, it's okay. I'm saying communication with yourself is key at this time. Looking at the things that are unexpected that will start to happen for you. A strong understanding will come into your awareness. A strong understanding of what the next steps will be. The very foundations of what you may have used to think will be crumbling around certain individuals and places, people, and things. Let the energy in. Let the energy understand you. Also understand the energy. They're saying you'll understand what I'm saying. Understand that we are helping you and we are with you at this time. We are showing you a new pathway. One in which that is opened up for your understanding so you can delve deeper into who you truly are and what you truly are. Also tapping into what it's like to be a child again. They're saying there doesn't have to be such regimented structures, whatever that means for you. Moving into the energy which is within your soul. It's a little generic. Hold on, re-say that. Moving into the energy which is permeating your being will be one of the next step, because I'm seeing multiple layers of rays of light going around you. Okay. And there. There we go. Dude, that knight is really protective, man. I don't know what his deal is, but whatever. He's saying he's being too protective. A little bit. But whatever. That's his job. That's his job, not for me to question. And bring in the Christen light of Ra. That's a new one. There. Whew. Okay. Thank you, dear, for being here.
Thank you.
Sarah, we can fit you in, dear. That will be our last donation. So, okay. Next up, we have Adventures for Connection. I believe that is you, Miss Powell. Let me know if I am correct or not.
Adventures? I like that.
Let me know who that is, please. Yes, it is her.
Okay.
So, she's right here. Let me pull her up.
All right. Beautiful Tanya. Okay. So interesting, Tanya. Before, wow, okay. So we got stuff in the throat. We got throat stuff. And right before we came in to do this reading, as Thomas was wrapping up with soul treats, I started to feel pain in my head, like a headache, a lot of tension in my head. It's stress is what I'm getting. There's stress, lots of stress. And then I get the block in the throat. You take on too much responsibility. Let me tap in a little bit deeper. Hang on, darling. I see gears turning. I see tire tread. Jesus. Just go, 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 go. It feels like the rate at which you're going is not sustainable, especially because you're not really doing it for yourself. Like you're going for for other people and causes is what I'm getting. I got causes. just because you have the energy for it doesn't mean you should be putting your energy in that place. You've got to find a way to pull your energy back from commitments that you've made, responsibilities that you're taking on that are not aligned for you. And I'm feeling the tension in my head again, the headache in my head that I feel like is a stress headache. You got to find ways to pull that back. And now I'm actually feeling like my teeth hurting. So there's a lot going on with not being able to speak up or not feeling comfortable speaking up. Not speaking for yourself is what I'm getting. It's like you're speaking, but you're speaking for everybody else. You're not speaking for yourself. You're not speaking for yourself. Again, I've said this before. I'm going to say this again. We don't live in an energy anymore where that is sustainable, that kind of self-sacrifice and martyrdom that we're very conditioned into. But it's not sustainable. It's going to get more and more and more uncomfortable and more stressful. And you're going to have more and more physical issues come up if you continue to throw your energy out on things that don't matter to you, that are not important to you. And I'll say this again, you are of divine service through your passions, through your gifts, through what lights you up, through what makes you happy. And it's not counterintuitive, it's counter-mental, counter-mind, because all of us have been taught that what we want is always going to go against what is good for the collective. And it's just not true. There may have been some truth to it in the old paradigm, pre-2020, that there could have been some truth to that. But post-2020, it's not true anymore. And so you have to gently start to move towards what it is that you love. Move towards what it is that matters to you and start spending more of your time and speaking more about that. Now, there are certain things that what I'm picking up is like responsibilities. I have responsibilities. Yeah, okay. When you have a responsibility outside of yourself that is authentically your responsibility, it feels good because it connects us to our fellow human. But when you're taking on responsibility that is not yours, that does not belong to you, you feel burdened by it, you feel stressed by it. Pay attention to what responsibility is yours and what responsibility is not. Again, you have the energy for all of these other responsibilities, but that doesn't mean that's where your energy belongs. It belongs with what matters to you. Okay, darling, what matters to you? Let me pull a couple of cards for you. Ace of Pentacles. All right, planting a new seed. The Lovers, choosing love. And the 10 of Wands, which is about responsibility, and responsibility that is burdensome, taking on burdens that are not yours. These cards are just affirming what I just said to you. Choose what you love, honey. Choose what you love. Choose what you love. You also, what I'm getting is you love to be of service, but there's a difference between being of service in a way that fuels you and fills you up, and being of service like with more of a martyr energy that is like depleting to you. And martyr is, I don't mean that as an insult. I don't mean that as like you're ridiculous. You're not ridiculous. You genuinely love to be of service is what I'm getting. But you have to make sure that what you are of service to is because it lights you up and lifts you up and feels really, really good. And you are filled through that act of service. Not being of service because, well, they need my help, or nobody else can do it, or I have the energy for it, or I have the time for it, or there's no reason for me not to, that kind of a thing. That's going to ultimately be very depleting for you. All right, darling?
It's very dragon. I almost want me to channel dragons. But I feel like there's a softer touch here. First, when Ingrid started talking, I almost wanted to start channeling dragon speak. But I feel like that's counterintuitive a little bit. So you have a connection with the realm of dragons. It's a massive realm, they're saying. But I feel like you're embodying this hardcore dragon energy. It's like a warrior energy, they're saying. But they want you to move more into, write down this ascended master, Kuan Yin. I think it's Q-U-A-N Q-U-A-N. I don't know how to spell Kuan
There's a
Yin.
couple of different spellings. Because Q-U-A-N or K-U-A-N are the two that I know.
Yeah. You can look her up on the internet. It's a more feminine approach. I'm going to reiterate some things Ingrid said. So, number one, cutting off what is not serving you at this time. I've noticed this with a lot of clients, is that they're helping way too many people. And even with myself, I've had to set boundaries in place with certain people that have come back to me or asked me to cut down my appointment prices and stuff of that nature, or try to come back to me and ask me to do even more than what I've already done in a session. And I'm having to throw down boundaries left and right. I'm like, no. I mean, I don't say no. I'm nice about it, but I'm like, no, not going to happen. But I feel like that's what you're having going. That's something you need to look at least. Okay. People, you have resources available to you. You know this. Sometimes when you have a lot of resources, people will look at that and they'll try to use it for their advantage. You don't need, if they're not resonant with what you want, then they're being pulled out of your life for a reason. You may not like this. I'm also sensing a male that's going to be coming in soon. It'll be, I have to be very careful what I say. Okay. It'll be a very passionate thing, they're saying. Very passionate. And it's important for you to remember that the next evolution of your consciousness and self resides within your heart. So it resides in your love for yourself. It came through pretty strong. So we're just going to do a little bit of heart healing on you. Move into the heart chakra now. Green ray. Purple, blue, yellow. Light. And release what she doesn't need. Invoke universal laws. Thank you. Whew. Thank you, dear, for being here. Okay.
Thank you, Tanya.
Okay. Next up, we have. Let me get this up. Oh, you're going to make me log in again? Hold on. Of course you make me log in. Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom.
773-248. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Next up, we have Sarah Lamas.
Hey, beautiful. Okay, so I just saw pink and white knitted blanket. It's like kind of a mottled look. And it was like, maybe it's crochet actually, I'm not sure, but I kind of like had big, the kind of like kind of bigger holes and stuff. And I associate pink with the color of healing. White is the color of white hot spirit. Okay, so we have divine spirit and healing coming in and wrapping you up in this beautiful like handmade blanket, like a blanket grandma made, and that feels really, really good right now because do you need that? What do you need? What's going on here? Hang on a second, let me dip in a little deeper. Spirit is asking you to rest on me, rest on me, rest on me. Just lean back into spirit right now. You don't have to figure out how or why or any of that, just lean back into spirit. Just lean back into spirit. Spirit is like a big feather bed, just waiting for you to lean back into in order to catch you and to hold you and make you so comfortable and make you so loved. Lean back into spirit right now. You're really working on trying to figure stuff out. You're very in your head is what I'm getting. And you're very kind of looking at all the different players and all the different pieces. And spirit would like you to just let that go, because everything is going to work out for you. You could make yourself miserable by hyper focusing and trying to figure it out. It's not going to help. It's going to unfold how it's going to unfold. It's all going to unfold in your favor. So lean back into spirit, relax, get back to painting. Stop trying to figure it out. Everything is falling apart in your favor is what I'm getting. Falling away in your favor. You just have to wait for it. Your work is done. Stop trying to micromanage spirit. It's only going to make you uncomfortable, but it's all coming. Everything that you need, everything that you want, everything that you want is coming to you. Everything that you don't want is going away. It's happening. It's happening. Okay, pulling some cards. 7 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the 3 of Wands with the Father of Pentacles. So you just have to let things unfold. You did the hard part, which was making the decision, making the commitment. Now you have to get out of your own way. Now you have to just rest and stop letting that mind of yours come in and trip you up and make you miserable. It's only making you miserable. It's not changing anything. Everything is set in motion. Let it unfold. Relax into spirit. You know what direction you're pointed. You know where you're going. All right, over to you, Thomas.
Dear, it's time to take a break. To go within, as Ingrid said, to stop moving, something like that. But listening for truth. This is the message, the central message of anything I can give you this time. It's listening to the voice of the universe, listening to the voice of God, listening to the voice of Source, listening to what is reality. It's saying you need to stop with the devices and the technology, not totally, but a lot. Turn it off. Take some time for you to fully tap in to the voice of what your higher self is telling you at this time. I would tell you to go camping in the woods by yourself, but that's just something I do. And probably you don't want to do that. But the point is that it works for me. But
works for me too.
Yeah. So, but I would say like go somewhere by yourself for the next, when you have time, they're saying. I see that you have children in the picture. So when you have time, and just spend the day by yourself. Spend the next like 2 or 3 days that you can find, if you can find that time.
Yeah.
And by yourself and just listen, they're saying. Like quietness. Turn off, it's going to drive you insane. But turn off all external stimuli. Your brain is going to start to tap into that external, like the no stimuli. Because right now, a lot of people's brains are attuned to looking at things constantly. But when your brain starts picking up, well, we're not doing this anymore, then all of a sudden it's going to be like, okay, this is what we're doing. So we're going this pathway. And tapping more into that energy of being in calmness and quietness. Because there's answers there. And it's funny because I'm hearing the frogs behind Ingrid. Are those my frogs or your frogs?
I don't think those are my frogs. I was wondering what that was too.
Maybe mine are out
Oh no,
there.
wait. It's totally me.
Yeah, mine
It's stuck in here. Oh yeah, there's frogs out there.
I have a frog chorus in my neighbor's yard, but they're silent right now. But that telling me stillness, listening to nature, listening to what's going on around you is what's important for you right now. I'm just going to tap into a tiny bit of earth healing for you, which is bringing in the elements a bit, and north, south, east, west, and now earth, wind, fire, water, source. Moving through the auric field. Also, who's it? Green Tara is an Ascended Master?
Yeah, Green Terra. Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting Green Tara. Like, look up Green Tara. She's in the Sophia Code, I think. It's an interesting book you should look up. Probably find it on YouTube. They talk about the female embodiment of the female Christ consciousness. All the masters. Probably find the Sophia Code on YouTube. But yes, that's what I'm hearing. Like, take a listen to that. You might find some very interesting information. And that is it, I believe, dear. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much. You can find me at Sawyer at ThomasSawyer.com. And
I am at IngridTurner.com.
yes. And
Right.
I'm going to say one thing. Whoever's reporting my intro music, I'm going to figure out who you are. It's not copyrighted. You can't report it. You're playing games. Anyways. But anyways, other than that, everyone have a beautiful day.
Have a beautiful day.